Alright, so we're going to build this tree. Put another little stalk on here. I'm going to put the darker side here. And we'll bring it right down to the foliage down here. Then I'm going to take my palette knife. I'm going to load a little bit of blue with a little bit of the ochre. I'm going to cut across here, get a little roll on here, and I'm going to come on the side here and just touch and pull. Touch and pull all the way up, just to get a little bit of a shadow pattern on it. A little bit more. I'll just give it a little bit of a, sun's coming from this side, so we'll give it a little bit of a highlight. We'll do this one too. Give it a little highlight too. Come down here, pull, pull, pull. We get a little bit of texture there. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pull my liner brush, a tiny liner brush. I'm going to make it, I'm going to add a little bit of paint thinner to it. I want this to be like ink. So I'm rolling this around into the Van Dyke ground. And we're going to make a few little branches here. We want them nice and loose and free. Or here. We want to tap them in here. Put a few more on this side. On here. And the other one over here. And another one on here. You can put as many of these as you wish. Put as many as you wish on here. This is your world. You make it what you wish it to be. No mistakes on our painting. I'm going to whisk this up here. Put another one over here. Maybe I'll put another little branch comes into here. Again, this is a little bit of Van Dyke brown with a little bit of our paint thinner, just to make it nice and inky so it flows. There we go. More into here. More up top. Maybe put a nice big one over here. And I put it up into here. This is the base. This is a more texture in here. More branches. And as I said, you can put as many branches as you wish in your painting. It's your world. A little bit in here, a little here, a little wispiness in here. Then I might put a couple more just at the base to indicate a little bit of weeds that have grown up here. Branch that hangs out here. Now we could clean the brush up a little bit. I'm going to clean the brush a little bit, tap it out, dip it into my liquid white. And just on a couple of these, we might have a little bit of snow that came down. This is liquid white onto above our branches, just to indicate a little bit of snow pattern. Snow over here. A bit of snow on the bottom here. Tap a couple little snow things in here. Bit of snow that's collected. Up top. On the ends. Maybe in this middle part here. A little more liquid white. Cast that in here. And come down. We can put a few of these at the base too, just to give it a little more texture. And I'm going to put this down for a minute. I'm going to come back on here, and I'm going to tap in some more Van Dyke Brown. This is a round brush. It's a wonderful brush to make shrubs with. I'm going to just tap, tap, tap. Some more foliage at the base. Load it up. Tapping it in. Bring it down here. Tap it into the forest. The base over here. We'll take a little bit of white. We'll tap a little bit of white over here, just to give a little indication of snow. So I'm just creating a little bit of snow back in the forest. I'm tapping into a little bit of liquid white. Liquid white, again, is a very thin based product. And we need that thin based product because, as I mentioned before, a thin paint will stick to a thick paint. We can't do it the other way around. Now, we've got that going on. So now I'm going to take my fan brush, clear it off a little bit. And you know, I grew up in Michigan in the forest, and we always wanted in the forest up north a nice little cabin. So we're going to put in a nice little cabin in the forest, see what we can do on here. So the best thing that we can do here to do that is I'm going to just scrape out a little bit of the shape here. And just scrape. This is our cabin. We'll put it this way, come down here, and I'm scraping the color off, so when I put this second coat in here, it will stick on easier. So I'm going to take a little bit of mixture of this raw sienna, yellow ochre, some white, and we'll just put a little bit of sides, spread it down. I'll just barely touch it, and I'll just make a little bit. Touch this, bring it down here, come in here, scrape this off. Get a little bit of sides here. Come over here, touch, pull it down, make it look like old wood coming down. Bring it here, here. So we got our sides up. Then I'm going to come out here with a little row of white paint. We'll touch it on the sides here, make our wood, our roof come down a little bit more, and just pull it down. A little bit more. Put a little bit on the sides here. And down here. So now we have, this guy was about as good a carpenter as I am. So he's made a little bit of an old rundown cabin in here. I'm going to put some lines up here with my knife, just to indicate a few slats. And there we have our very rundown cabin in the woods. Then I'm going to take a clean brush. I'm going to clean this brush up a little bit in liquid odorless paint thinner. I'm rubbing it out, and then I'm going to just touch it into a paper towel to clean it. Okay, so now I have that part in there, and I'm going to just take a little bit of this titanium white, and I'm just going to pull this across. This will give us the lay of the land here. Here's some more little snow drifts going on here. We'll bring this one, we'll make this drift come into here. Bring it out here. Then we're just grabbing a little bit of this brown and pulling it across. Then we're going to I'm going to tap into my Van Dyke brown. I'm going to add some more little brush here, little leaves. This guy, again, like me, he wasn't a very good landscape person. So then I'm going to pull this across again. Then I'm going to grab, I've got a little bit of this nice Van Dyke brown on here, so I might as well use this up. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to make a few little posts. Maybe this one fell over here. I'll just pull this color out. I'm going to bring this, get a little bit more dark value across here. I'm just going to pull this out, pull it down, give it a little more shadow pattern in here. Tap a few more weeds down here. Then I'm going to take my palette knife, a little bit of red, white on it. Put it across here, pull it. Maybe it's a little wire that's hanging down here. And take the end on top of the post. I'll just tap this in a little bit to give it just a little indication of some snow up top there on these posts. Come back to the dark a little bit. Get a little bit more down here. Then I think I'll come back, and in this lower section I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm taking just the corner of the brush. I'm going to add a little bit more foliage down here. I'm going to come back here. With my palette knife, I've loaded up with a little bit of dark sienna, a little bit of white. I'll come over here and we'll put a little indication of some more posts coming out here. we'll highlight those boards. Then we'll take, and we'll put again here, we'll put some slats in here. Indication of a couple of slats, maybe that one just fell over a little bit here, so we'll put that slat going up here, little fence going in there, and then here and there just flicking off. Okay, now let's go back in this area, and I'm going to take a little bit of my liquid white. I'm tapping into some yellow ochre, and I'm going to put a few, I don't want to overdo this, but I want to put a few more indications of value up into this here. We don't want to lose that dark, but we want a little bit of color on those trees, maybe a few branches that have hung over, just a few. We don't want to overdo this. Come back here, tap some more color into the wooded area. We're going to take our knife, we're going to lift up just to indicate, scrape up a few little tree trunks. Come into here, get a couple of them to come over past here. We're going to take our liner brush, load it up, put a couple little maybe little weeds that are hanging around here, a few more up into here. Down some more color into here. We'll pull this across, and the little shadow, I'm going to pull this down. Pull this out, the shadow from the cabin, we'll pull that out, across. Pull this down a little bit more, indicate the lay of the land. We'll flow in here. We'll flow into the woods here. We'll take this titanium or the liquid white, and we'll tap into this. Add a few more values into our wood area. Put some more down at the base. Some over on this side. Pull it out. And I would say that we have a completed painting. Again, a winter cabin. You can do some little things, but I think this will be sufficient that we have our winter painting.